segment 1 of BBN Network. Here's the host, Colt DeVore.
Hey guys, welcome back to BBN Network. Today is April 23rd, 2020. This stuff that I have on my script today was supposed to be yesterday, but today I kind of updated it and we decided to do it today. I was going to do it yesterday, but the system crashed while I did it, so we deleted that. If you got alerts and stuff, well, I deleted that, so it ain't on there anymore. But, yeah, today, April 23rd, it's a Thursday. It's very rainy today, very rainy. I mean, it rains so much that, rivers are probably flooding right now, but it kind of got sunny there for a little bit. It was pretty warm. So the reason why I'm doing this at 9 o'clock is because of the NFL draft. The NFL draft, round 1 and round 2 are tonight, which could bring 2 Kentucky Wildcats, Logan Stenberg and Lynn Bolden, but I don't know. We'll talk about that later. We'll give live updates if anything happens. But, okay, let's get into the first thing on segment 1. The 13th ranked player in America basketball prospect Isaiah Todd signs with the G League. When he signed, he had Kentucky on his recruiting thing, but he actually committed to Michigan, but decommitted and went to the G League. So he's 2 of the guys to sign with the G League, other being Jalen Green. Now, what I think about this is, I mean, it's kind of hard because the G League, you get paid a $500,000 a year. The college, you don't get paid really anything. But you get to play with people that you love and it's at your level. And you can develop. But in the G League, you get money. It's kind of hard, but I'd say that you go to college because, I mean, Cal, Coach K, Roy Williams, Bill Self, all of them guys are going to develop you. Now, Rod Strickland, he's in the G League. He's going to be he's the person who recruited them. And he used to coach with Cal, but he doesn't anymore. But honestly, I think that they should come back to college for several reasons. Being, I want to win. I really want to win games too, so that is the headline. 13th ranked player in America signs with the G League, Isaiah Todd. Also, the ESPN player rankings that we're going to see that was updated. Well, they update it, I think, every day. But the thing with it, Kentucky's got really good talent when it comes to this, which shows that we have really good prospects next year. And I don't know why they don't have his rank. They have his rank so low. It was 15, and then 4 seed. I don't think we've ever been that bad. It kind of makes me mad, but yeah. The NFL draft update right now. Joe Burrow first pick, 5th pick, Tua Tagovailoa. I told you he'd go pretty early, and they didn't say that. They said he was going to go 18th to the Dolphins, but nope, he didn't listen to Colton DeVore, so. The mock draft is just, it's not really, what's the point of the mock draft? I mean, you don't really know what's going to happen, but it's not the case to them. The NCAA, well, let me read this real quick. NBA decisions with big impacts on top college conferences. Haven't yet decided whether they will, but their decisions will have a big effect on their college students. The NBA's really, I guess you could say, killed college basketball at the highest thing you can ever do. But college, It used to be really good. I say the 90s were probably the best year ever, but I don't understand why Green is still number one if he signed with the G League. I don't get that. But I don't know. So if you heard, Green's already number one. Number two, Evan Mobley. Number three, Cade Cunningham. 4, Scotty Barnes. Jalen Suggs. 5, B.J. Boston from Kentucky. 6, Zaire Williams. 7, Clark. 8 from Kentucky. Greg Brown. I hope he signs with Kentucky. He's got Kentucky in there, top Final 5. Supposed to make his decision the 24th, I think. So we'd be glad to bring him in. He's a power forward. Auburn, Kentucky, Memphis, North Carolina, Texas. But the problem is Kentucky hasn't even gave him a offer yet. So we'll see. He might come in. But other recruiting things that happen, y'all will be so mad when we tell you. But we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. This is BBN Network. That will break Kentucky basketball players' hearts, fans' hearts. But we'll get to that later. Josh Christopher, Arizona. Dayron Sharp, North Carolina. 12, Mucker. He's Thon Maker's brother. Isaiah Todd, Walker, Kessler, Jalen Johnson, Jaden Springler, Caleb Love, Jeremy Roach, Sharif Cooper, and Dacian Nix. Top 20 right now, but I think honestly they got Askew kind of underrated in Jackson. They should be pretty high, but they're not. So it's pretty tough. How they have Kentucky so bad, and I don't know why. I really don't. How can I put this? It makes me want to call the NCAA, make a big scene. It's kind of stupid, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's one thing I want to do someday. Is sometime I ought to send them a NCAA Final Four court with the Kentucky logo and see what they think. If they pass it, then they're not biased. If they don't, well, why would they do that anyways? That's kind of stupid for me to do that. But, so let's get back on track. Finally, the top recruiting classes: Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Tennessee. And they have us number 15th in the nation and a 4 seed. But yet, we have the number 1 seed, or the number 1 class in America. And it kills me. Tennessee have us higher ranked, or have Tennessee higher ranked. They have Carolina 16th and Duke 7, which Duke's highest player is 15, and that right there is biasism. Extra stupid puke news. Hate to use ESPN, but sometimes I have to. Because what else is there? I ain't using CBS Sports or 247 Sports at all. But, top recruiting classes. Cal's recruiting is outstanding. And the greatest recruiters of all time, Nick Saban, John Calipari, John Wooden. Let me think some. no baseball coaches. Not doing that. Another college coach. Probably Dan Mullen. Les Miles too. They did pretty good recruiting. But yeah, that's probably the top recruiters in college sports. In college basketball would be Bill Self, John Calipari, Roy Williams, all them guys. But we're going to take a little break, though, in the first part of Segment 1. We'll get into the second part of Segment 1 right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to get into the NFL draft, Kentucky players in the draft. I'm kind of wary if they'll even get picked tonight. The ESPN had them third round. Now Logan Stenberg fourth round. But Lynn Bowden, I don't know why he's so low. I mean, he's a wide receiver who can play. He's a wide receiver who can play quarterback, and they just don't see that. He can run the ball like crazy, run all over you. But it even says that they might not get him drafted on night 2. But okay. Oh, they're just doing the first round tonight. Okay. I didn't know. But they have both Stenberg and Bowden in the fourth round. Which I hate that for him because he's really put up the numbers to be a good player. Stenberg, he should go first round if you think about it. He's so big and tall. God, he's like 6'6", 6'7", 500 pounds, 400 pounds probably. He's a big boy. He can block like crazy. He's got some temper sometimes, but he's really good. Him and other guys. But now will football start on time? The NFL will, but with no fans. And college will probably not. It'll probably be in the spring, I think. But yeah, I don't know if football, because football, the stadiums are at least 50,000. Unless you go to Westerns, it's like 20,000. But you know what I mean. And you know what's crazy? Rupp Arena is bigger than LT Smith Stadium. Fun fact. But will college sports have fans in this year? No. Don't even know college sports will even play this year. Probably not. Will Kentucky football have success this year, though? Yeah, I'd put them at a 7 or 8 win mark, minimum 7, maximum 9, 10, for sure. We didn't think Benny Snell and them would do the best, not like 10 wins, but they did. It shows you that they play with chemistry. Bolden, Wilson, Snell, Rose were the 4 guys, really. And on the line, Stenberg, Allen, Cash, C.J. Conrad. Them guys were great. Then like Lonnie Johnson, all them guys really played a part in that year, and that's why they did really good. This will wrap up segment 1 of BBN Network. We'll get back here to segment 2. We'll be right back.
Welcome to segment 2 of BBN Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to BBN Network. Segment 2. So the big announcement that came out today, Matt Harms signed with BYU. Brigham Young University. Some people don't even know that. BYU, what it's standing for. Some people don't even know where it's at. It's in Utah. Teaching a history lesson here. But yeah, their coach is Mark Pope, so I can't really say anything. But either way, he said, okay, here's what he said. I want to go to a team where I can go to the NBA. Here's his options. Kentucky, Texas Tech, BYU. Here's what I would say if I was him. How many players has these teams produced in the NBA in the past 10 years? Kentucky, 40 people. Texas Tech, 10. BYU, 2. Jimmer Fredette, and that was it. God. Why do they sign with these teams? He signed with BYU. He's like, nope, sign with BYU. He could be good, and makes me think, I don't think Mark Pope put it to this, but this money scandal, but it probably wasn't. But what I would say is that Matt Harms, you're not going to the NBA. Just saying. Good luck. But the next topic is a made-up topic. The Kentucky basketball player GOAT. Greatest of all time. Correct answer. Dan Issel. Danny, born in Illinois, 6'9", 235 pounds. Averaged in his career 20-some points. He has 2,138 points. Nobody has even got 2,100 points. He is the GOAT of Kentucky basketball. Though he didn't win a championship, he's very successful in his career. Playing 13 seasons in the NBA and ABA. He played several with the, what's their name? The Colonels, Kentucky Colonels, and played a lot with the Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets, which personally used to be my favorite team, but now it's the Heat. Doesn't that pretty much proves that he is the GOAT, but hey, what do I know? Let's ask the coach, Adolph Rupp, if he was still alive, who he thought the best player of all time would be. Who would he say? Probably Dan Issel, I think. I don't know what Gabe and them think. They probably think like a modern player like Anthony Davis or John Wall, something like that. They wouldn't say Dan Issel. But yeah, so this is a booming question. How will college sports change? And I have 2 reasons that it will. First reason, crowds. How are they going to play with crowds? That's just going to be so hard to do. Very hard to play with crowds. And number 2, the economy impact of it. Will college sports ever play again? Will Alabama State ever play another game of college basketball? Will Utah Valley ever play another game? Will Western play another game? Murray State, Morehead State. These people depend on football and basketball to make their money, and they can't do it. Fans, attendance, and all that. Because most of these games ain't on TV. BYU might be on TV twice because of Gonzaga. That's it. Which I just don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand why they choose to go and not play sports. I mean, we got to get back. They got to do some fundraisers. Or I'm going to go crazy, for sure. We're going to take a break. Be right back. This is BBN Network. Hey guys, welcome back to BBN Network. Now we're going to talk about the NBA mock Kentucky players. Number 1, Tyrese Maxey will be 5th. Or Maxey will be 12th. Quickly will be 27th, I think. Richards 44th. And Hagen's 50th. I think that's what it's going to be. When it's all said and done, Maxey is probably going to be the highest rated player out of our team. But the most talented was definitely Emmanuel Quickly and Nick Richards. But nobody sees that. They just don't. I don't think Montgomery's going to get drafted. I could be wrong, but they're not. And Kentucky football news. Chauncey Magwood, Georgia wide receiver, one of the top recruits of 2021, signed with Kentucky today. Or yesterday, I mean. That's crazy because usually we get stolen from a bigger school, but we got him. We finally got a good wide receiver that could replace Lynn Bowden. I don't know if he's going to play next year. He might play the year after. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Magwood, he's really talented. He played Georgia, so that should explain it enough. Another question, final question of the day. Who would replace John Calipari? Here's my starting 5. Number 1 option, Billy Donovan. Number 2 option, what's his name? Miller. What's his name? Indiana. Miller. Let me see it. I know it. Who is it? Not Sean Miller. But what's his name? Let me think. Archie Miller. Okay, Archie Miller. Archie Miller be second. Third, Chris Beard. 4th, Bill Self, if he could. And 5th, I would say probably Steve Alford, from who used to coach at UCLA. And now the final topic of the day, NFL draft. Who's number 1? Who's going to be the best player out of this draft? I think it'll be Chase Young from Ohio State. Second will be Tua. Third will be Burrow. Or actually, I don't think Burrow will do the best because he's with the Bengals. But, yeah, I mean, but it's just NFL. It's a lot different than college and the NBA. But guys, that'll wrap up for today on April 23rd, 2020. We'll do podcasts Saturday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This is BBN Network.